Ladies and gentlemen, kindness is a wonderful thing, but it can also be a weakness if given to the wrong people. Some people in life will take your kindness as an invitation to take advantage of you. They will expect you to always say yes, to always be there, to always give, and they will never give anything back. You cannot afford to be kind to everyone because not everyone has good intentions. There are people who see kindness as weakness and they will use it to their advantage. They will come to you with their problems, expecting you to solve them, but when you need help, they will be nowhere to be found. Not everyone deserves your kindness. Some people are only around because of what they can get from you. They will act like your friend, like they care about you, but in reality, they are just using you for their own benefit. They might ask for favors, borrow money, or expect you to always be available, but they never offer anything in return. If you keep being kind to these people, you will eventually realize that they were never truly in your corner. They only stayed because of what they could take. You have to be smart about where you place your kindness. If someone shows you that they are selfish, that they only care about themselves, then it is time to stop giving. You do not have to be mean, but you do have to protect yourself. Some people do not appreciate kindness. They see it as something they are entitled to rather than something that should be valued. If you continue being kind to them, they will continue taking advantage of you. People will take as much as you allow them to take. If you give and give without limits, they will keep asking for more. It is up to you to recognize when you are being used. It is up to you to decide when enough is enough. You have to pay attention to people's actions. Do they only come around when they need something? Do they disappear when you need help? Do they only value you for what you can provide? If the answer is yes, then it is time to stop being kind to them. Some people will never be satisfied no matter how much you give. They will always want more, and they will never appreciate what you have already done. They will act as if you owe them something, as if your kindness is a responsibility rather than a choice. You do not owe anyone anything. If someone does not appreciate your kindness, then they do not deserve it. You must also understand that being too kind to everyone can drain you. There is only so much energy, time, and effort you can give. If you spend it on people who do not value it, you will have nothing left for those who actually matter. You cannot give everything away and expect to have anything left for yourself. If you always put others first, you will always be last in your own life. Setting boundaries is necessary. You cannot say yes to everyone and expect to live a peaceful life. Every time you say yes to someone who does not appreciate you, you are saying no to yourself. You are allowing them to take from you without giving anything back. You are giving them space in your life that they do not deserve. Learning to say no is one of the most important skills you can develop. Saying no does not make you a bad person. It makes you a person who values themselves. If someone gets upset because you set boundaries, that is their problem, not yours. People who truly care about you will respect your limits. They will not expect you to sacrifice your well-being for their benefit. There will always be people who try to guilt you into saying yes. They will act as if you are wrong for protecting your energy. They will try to make you feel bad for not doing what they want, but their reaction only proves why you needed to say no in the first place. If someone gets angry because you stopped letting them take advantage of you, then they were never really in your corner. They only valued what you could give, not who you are. Sometimes the hardest part about stopping kindness is that it feels unnatural. If you have always been the person who helps, who gives, who supports, then saying no will feel uncomfortable. But discomfort is temporary, and in the long run, protecting yourself is worth it. You will find that life becomes more peaceful when you stop giving your energy to people who do not deserve it. You will have more time for the things that actually matter. You will also find that real relationships become stronger when you set boundaries. The people who truly care about you will stay, even when you say no. They will respect your time, your energy, and your limits. They will not expect you to be available at all times. They will understand that kindness is a gift, not a requirement. People who take advantage of kindness often do so because they believe they can get away with it. When you start setting boundaries, some of them will try to push back. They will test you, try to make you feel guilty, try to manipulate you into going back to the way things were. This is when you need to stand firm. If you let them convince you to go back to giving everything away, they will know they can control you. But if you hold your ground, they will realize that you are not someone they can take advantage of anymore. You are not obligated to be kind to people who do not respect you. You do not have to give to people who only take. You do not have to say yes to people who do not appreciate you. Your time, your energy, and your kindness are valuable. Do not waste them on people who do not deserve them. Being selective with your kindness does not make you a bad person. It makes you a person who values themselves. It means you understand that you cannot pour from an empty cup. It means you know that in order to truly be there for the right people, you have to stop giving to the wrong ones. Life is too short to spend it being drained by people who do not care about you. Stop giving kindness to everyone. Give it to those who deserve it, and you will see how much better your life becomes. Setting boundaries is one of the most important things you can do for yourself. Too often people feel obligated to say yes, to always be available, to always help, even when it is at their own expense. But the truth is, if you do not set boundaries, people will keep taking from you until you have nothing left. People will ask for your time, your energy, your kindness. And if you do not stop them, they will continue taking without thinking about how it affects you. There's nothing wrong with saying no. There's nothing wrong with putting yourself first. Many people struggle with this because they believe that being a good person means always being available, always saying yes, always giving. But being a good person does not mean sacrificing yourself for others who do not appreciate it. If you are always giving and never receiving, then something is wrong. A relationship, whether it is a friendship, a family bond, or a work relationship, should be balanced. If you are the only one giving, then it is not a healthy relationship. People who take advantage of kindness often do so because they believe they can get away with it. They assume that because you are kind, you will always say yes, that you will always be there, that you will never stand up for yourself. But once you start setting boundaries, they begin to realize that you are not someone they can manipulate. Some people will test you. They will push back, trying to see if they can guilt you into doing what they want. They will act as if you are being selfish, as if you are wrong for setting limits. But their reaction only proves why those boundaries were necessary in the first place. If someone gets angry because you say no, it means they never respected you in the first place. A person who genuinely cares about you will respect your time and your energy. They will understand that you have limits and that you cannot always be available, but a person who is only using you will be upset when you stop letting them take advantage. They will try to make you feel guilty, to manipulate you, to convince you that you are being unfair. This is when you must stand your ground. Learning to say no is not easy, especially if you are used to always saying yes. It takes time to break the habit of overextending yourself. But once you start setting boundaries, you will realize how much better your life becomes. You will have more energy, more peace, and more time for the things that truly matter. You will start to see who really values you and who was only around because of what you could do for them. Some people will leave when you start saying no, and that is okay. Let them go. The right people will stay. The ones who truly care about you will respect your limits, and they will not make you feel bad for taking care of yourself. Boundaries are not about being mean or rude. They are about self-respect. They are about recognizing your worth and refusing to let others take advantage of you. If you do not set boundaries, people will assume they can treat you however they want. They will assume that your time and energy are theirs to use. But when you start setting limits, You send a message that you are not to be taken for granted. Some people will never be satisfied no matter how much you give. They will always want more. They will act as if your kindness is something they are entitled to rather than something you choose to give. You do not owe anyone unlimited access to your time and energy. If someone does not appreciate your kindness, they do not deserve it. You have the right to say no without explaining yourself. You do not have to justify your decisions to anyone. People often fear setting boundaries because they worry about losing relationships. But if a relationship falls apart because you set boundaries, then that relationship was never strong to begin with. Real friendships, real family bonds, real connections are built on mutual respect. If someone truly values you, they will not leave just because you stop allowing them to take advantage of you. Some people will call you selfish when you start setting boundaries. But there's a difference between being selfish and practicing self-care. Being selfish means taking from others without giving anything back. Practicing self-care means recognizing when you are giving too much and choosing to protect yourself. There is nothing wrong with that. People will take as much as you allow them to take. If you continue giving without limits, they will continue asking for more. It is up to you to decide when enough is enough. It is up to you to recognize when you are being used and when a relationship is no longer serving you. Setting boundaries does not mean you stop being kind. It means you stop allowing people to take advantage of your kindness. When you set boundaries, you take control of your life. You decide who gets your time and energy. You decide where you place your kindness. And in doing so, you create space for the people who truly matter, the ones who respect you, the ones who appreciate you. You cannot be everything to everyone. You cannot pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first, and you will see how much better your life becomes. Being kind is important, but there is a difference between being kind and being taken for granted. Too many people confuse kindness with weakness, and they will use it to their advantage if you let them. If you constantly put others before yourself without considering your own well-being, you will end up drained, frustrated, and unappreciated. Kindness should be a choice, not an obligation. The moment people start expecting it without showing gratitude, it becomes a burden. You can be kind without allowing yourself to be walked over. You can be helpful without letting people take advantage of your generosity. If someone only respects you because you always say yes, then they never truly respected you in the first place. People often think that if they are nice to everyone, they will be liked and respected. But respect does not come from saying yes all the time. It comes from knowing your worth and standing firm when people try to take advantage of you. There is nothing wrong with helping others, but if your kindness is not being valued, you need to stop giving it so freely. If you always give without receiving, you will end up feeling empty, while those who took advantage of you will move on without a second thought. It is important to recognize the difference between those who appreciate you and those who use you. Some people will only be around when they need something. They will act as if they care about you, but the moment you stop giving, they disappear. These are the people who never deserve your kindness to begin with. If someone only values you for what you can provide, they're not a real friend, and they do not deserve your energy. You have to be mindful of where you invest your kindness. There are people who will take everything you give and still act as if you owe them more. They will expect your help, your time, your support, and they will never once stop to ask how you are doing. They will never offer to help you in return. The sooner you recognize these people, the sooner you can remove them from your life. Being kind does not mean being a doormat. It does not mean allowing people to take advantage of you just because you do not want to hurt their feelings. If someone is using you, you are not obligated to keep giving. You have the right to walk away. You have the right to protect yourself from people who drain your energy. Respecting yourself means understanding that your time and energy are valuable. It means knowing when to say no and not feeling guilty about it. If someone truly respects you, they will not be upset when you set boundaries. They will understand that kindness is a gift, not something that should be demanded. When you stop being kind to those who do not deserve it, you make room for the right people. You make space for those who truly appreciate you, who value your time, and who do not take your kindness for granted. Life is too short to waste your energy on people who only see you as someone they can use. Focus on those who bring positivity into your life and let go of those who only take.